Good Saturday to everybody. Thanks for clicking on to today's European Outlook. If you haven't already done so, be sure to check out the scoring of the 2024-25 winter forecast. That was released back a few days ago, both here in the channel as well as on markhoganweather.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Coming up tomorrow, there will be a live stream at the unusual time of 11 a.m. UK. There is an 8-hour time difference between here in Malaysia and the UK, so that is the reasons why the live stream will be at the much earlier time compared to normal. But looking at the latest of the GFS regarding the stratosphere at 10 millibars, the model is doing everything it can to try and really destroy this polar vortex. If we play through this latest loop here, you can see that there is a lot of pressure being put on that polar vortex over the next couple of weeks here. And the reason why I'm showing you this is a lot of people are probably saying, well, Mark, we're approaching March. Winter is pretty much done. The thing is, we've got this surge of mild that we've seen over the last few days, temperatures into the mid to high teens in a few spots. But there is reason to believe that we have got colder air moving in on the backside of the Sunday low. That is going to bring some particularly strong winds and heavy rainfall yet again, like we've seen back on Friday. There is colder air getting drawn off North America across the Atlantic and into Western Europe. But we do have the situation when you look at the polar vortex and also the Mann-Julian oscillation rotating into phases 2, 3, possibly 4, 5, and then going back towards phases 7 and 8. We'll watch this space. But you cannot rule out winter completely. Yes, we're not going to see the deep cold. We're not going to see a lot of snow-covered ground, etc. But this time of the year can be very fickle, and often when you get these surges of unusual mild into the late February, early March time frame, you often find that winter has a last sting in its tail. So we're going to watch this because it could get quite interesting as we move into the month of March. And speaking of March, we're going to be talking a lot about the March outlook in the days to come next week. So I certainly hope you can stick around. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But you can see here off the CDAS data, this is as of Thursday, the 20th of February. And you can see that we are remaining below average across the UK and Ireland. And despite this mild conditions at the moment, I think we're going to hold it very slightly below average for the month of February. So obviously check out the scoring of the winter forecast. I've given myself a 7.5 out of 10. And that follows on from a 7.5 back in the summer. So overall, the last 12 months or so has been pretty decent in terms of accuracy to the forecast. Remember, these monthly outlooks are slightly different to the seasonal outlook. Obviously, the monthly outlooks tend to hopefully lean a little bit more accurate because you're closer to the time frame, while we've got the seasonal forecast that you're looking 2-3 months in advance. Timing of various weather situations is near impossible to predict, but I think you could argue that certainly the overall thinking with regards to what took place between December and up until now has played out pretty reasonable overall. But it's interesting looking at this is the upcoming 7 days of the modelling here. This is the ECMWF. We've got this mild west, cold east, southeast of Europe here, particularly notable cold down into the southeast of the continent, for example. But if we play through the loop, you notice here by the time we reach day 7 through 14, of the ECM, we do have something slightly less mild across the west of the continent here, and this modelling was indicating something even slightly colder. Now, let me just have a quick look at the extended here of the GFS and show you what that's showing here. So this is a slightly pre-recorded video, so some of the newer runs will have came through by the time you're watching this video, but nevertheless you can see here that we turn slightly colder as we move into the early portions of March. And we'll look at the details with regards to this overall setup. Moving into phases 2 and 3 of the MJ over the next week to 10 days means that we could start to see something stormier, perhaps, and much more Atlantic driven overall for Western Europe going forward. So this is all things that we're going to look at. Like I say, I will leave a link in the description below for the live stream tomorrow. And I hope you can stick around here. There is a lot more to come in the coming days to come. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Bye for now.